Hello and welcome back to another episode of 100% Orange Juice. In this episode we'll be doing Suguri Scenario, episode 2. Where are we? It smells sweet here. Bo-boo! La la la! Today's snack is gonna be pudding! Bo-bo-bo! Ow! What? Bo-bo-bo! No, my pudding! That Popo is doing whatever she pleases. Bad girl, Popo! Popo! My pudding! Give it back! You seem to be having fun. Yuki? Is that a cat? Anyone please give my pudding back for me! First we need to catch Popo. Right. So as always we will quickly construct our deck. This should do. I don't really have a set formula for making decks on the spot. I usually just pick a few of the battle cards, like Rainbow Color Circle and Usavet, and then everything else is just a toss-up. I think we'll get into some combat right away. Yuki has +2 attack, but -1 in defense and -1 evade. So if we get really lucky and manage to KO her right off the bat like that, we can easily get 2 wins for ourselves. That'll put us in a really good position once we get our first level. Of course, now that Yuki is behind us, she has the opportunity to counterattack, but she rolled really low, so I think we'll be able to evade and counterattack with 3 damage of our own. In all honesty, Suguri is best attacking characters like QP and Mary Popo and avoiding characters like Yuki, simply because the former have negative or no attack modifiers, and the latter have high attack modifiers, so that would be disadvantageous to us. I will evade. The evasion is generally considered worse than defense because with defense you're guaranteed to block at least 1 damage, so based on averages you'll be blocking more damage using defense than the potential evasion in the long run. Well, we're really unlucky to have like 2 We Are Waruda cards, but we do draw a gift exchange. We'll probably want to use that the first opportunity we get. So Mary Popo is gonna fight QP, which isn't a very good idea on her part, but Mary Popo likes to always have beef with the other characters, even though the outcome isn't very favorable for her. I think we will find out this trap, and that'll make us discard a card. So we lost our gift exchange. That's not the end of the world. We won't have been able to use it until level 3 anyway. And QP is the first to reach level 2. We appear right in front of Yuki, which is really bad. But again, she rolls really low, so I thought we could evade, but we actually took 3 damage there. So now that QP is revived, she'll probably want to fight us, as we are only at 1 health. And if she does that enough times, she'll probably be able to knock us out, because all you really need to knock out Suguri is 1 high roll, and then there's not much you can do. This is not the rule, so we'll be able to retaliate for 1 damage. QB is actually level 3 now, and went for the 70 stars Norma. So I don't expect her to reach level 4 for a little bit. Meanwhile, we'll continue to fight Mary Popo. And you can easily see how Mary Popo counters, or should I say, how Suguri counters characters like Mary Popo. Because unless you roll high values, you're not touching this essentially. And we can easily retaliate with high values and knock out. So now with Mary Popo out of commission again, our main threat is QP, who is close to 70 stars. Yuki might become a problem later on as well. We will see. Now, QP landed on a lollipop, but she didn't have enough stars, so we still have some time. I think we have to fight QP. Although QP used rainbow color circle, which didn't matter because she went with the defense, which in all honesty was the smart move. But she only rolled a 1, so we got really lucky to knock her out. And that puts us at 55 stars and 6 wins. And I don't think you need me to tell you that we're doing a lot better than Suguri episode 1. And that's indicative of playing against 2 non-combat characters. Whereas Suguri really likes to prey on those type of characters because her evasion prevents her from getting hit by them most of the time. And on the flip side, you want to avoid characters like Yuki, Hime, with +1 or +2 attack modifiers, because otherwise you can easily get knocked out by them. So we're gonna go here. We're not gonna fight Yuki. We're just gonna go on the lollipop and then go for 120 more stars next. Again, we could go for the 9 wins, but now that we're level 4, the boss will spawn, so we probably won't be able to get that. And we're gonna use Mimio's hammer on. I believe this is Yuki's lollipop, so that'll do 1 damage whenever she decides to land on it. And we're just gonna take this alternate path to not cross with Yuki. So Yuki goes in this direction, so that'll distance ourselves, while QP finally gets revived. And you do warp on the purple panel, but like, all it did was put us 1 square behind. And this is actually beneficial because it gives us a choice at the intersection. Now you saw that Yuki was obliterated by the boss, and characters like Yuki and Suguri have really difficult times dealing with the boss's counterattack because you don't have any plus defense, and even characters like QP with 0 defense have a much better time with it. But our type of characters really like to go for the boss kill, as everyone else would, but we can really risk going for the kill when the boss has, say, 2 or 3 health left. So we're gonna defend, and we'll take 1 damage, and then we'll retaliate with 2 damage overall. And defending is usually the better option when you're already on a lollipop, because the lollipop will heal 1 health. Will heal 1 health from any potential damage you take. So unless you get knocked out by the bout, it's much better to defend. And of course, evasion is always the 100% preferred option if your opponent rolls a 1. But the only time I would guess wouldn't be a 100% option is you want to strategically die, say against an NPC, so you don't give another character wins and your stars. So Yuki and QP had a little fight there, and it's actually QP that triggered my Mimiu's hammer trap, but she promptly gets it healed. So we will reach 120 more stars, and then we'll go for 200 more stars next. Now, if we do manage to beat this in our first try, we might actually just go for Suguri episode 3 and try to make up some lost time that we've been losing to the 2-parter episodes where we attempt the same map twice, or attempt the same map on multiple episodes. But again, I might be concerned about Camtasia rendering, so we will see. Usually the problems arise around 25 minutes into the video, so if we can get another Suguri episode within that time frame, we might as well go for it. Now we've been really lucky to land on these all these lollipops, but we don't have 200 stars yet, so they've been more or less useless. I don't really want to use Via Raruda, so instead we will just go here and collect some stars. Now, as this is patch 1.2.8, maximum star multiplier is 3, I've mentioned in the last two videos, but this will probably be the last time I mention it until a new patch rises. It essentially nerfs late game star game, which it's the developers trying to balance the or the meta, I guess, of most people going for nothing but stars in the late game. So Yugi's gonna do 5 damage to Mad Popo, and then Mad Popo's gonna reach level 3. But Mad Popo and QP are non-factors in this game. It's actually just Yuki left to worry about. Again, we land on a lollipop, but it's really useless because we're not 200 stars yet. And Mad Popo used Gift Exchange, so we're fortunate enough to keep our Accelerator card. And we're still a little bit short. So we land on another lollipop. I think after 2 more turns of passive star gain, we'll be at 200. So that's why I'm refraining from using any cards right now. We will warp. That puts us back at the intersection. So we'll have a choice between 2 paths. And you know what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is use Accelerator to try to get a double kill. So we will roll, and then we will go here, and then we will challenge QP, and just in case we'll use Boost a bit. But we managed to take out QP. And then we'll take out Mary Popo, who I'm less concerned about. So the double kill worked out really well for us. But the main point of that was to put those 2 out of commission and get some buffer should we get into some sticky situation with the boss. But I think we're on the home stretch now, especially since Yuki failed to kill the boss and it gets KO'd in return. So if we do manage to like land on the essentially roll 1, but we don't roll the 1, so we won't be able to fight the boss with a knockout. But at this point, it's sugarcoating it, so all we really need is to go home and win. And I really don't want to sugarcoat these episodes, because there's always a risk I could lose. So let's proceed with the story. Phew. Defeated. Dang. Popo lost. Now, Popo, give me my wallet. My pudding. Not so fast, Popo. She ran again. After her. So even though, Suguri hasn't had anything stolen from her, she's being a real good sport about it and trying to get everyone else's stuff back. So we will go try do episode 3. What is it this time, an airplane? Popo will ride this. If we let her, we're never gonna catch her. Popo! Vroom vroom. Popo, no! Popo! The plane's about to take off? Hey, my red barrel! Who are you? Worry about Red Barrel instead. Is that airplane yours? Yes, she's my very important partner. Let's get her back already then. Hey there, Red Barrel. I'll defeat you today for sure. Blue Crow, perfect timing. Eh? What's going on? You must help me catch her. She's still on the ground. Another game of Ted, huh? Let's go. So, we'll be playing against the Red Barrel crew this time, which consists of Mark and Pete. So again, we'll construct the deck for ourselves. Take a long distance shot. I think long distance shots are a pretty good card against Pete, who only has 3 health. And then we'll take some assaults. Suguri is the type of character that likes to assault the weak characters, but unfortunately Mark and Pete are very combat orientated with their +1 attack, +1 defense. So, as much as possible, we're not gonna fight them, but we would really like to enjoy sniping them when they have like 2 or 1 health left. And this particular map is can be very tricky at times because essentially you're separated if you... It's separated so you can't easily cross between two parts of the map. So you have to rely on the warp panels, and if you get unlucky with the warp panel, you could get stuck on the other side of the map. And this is a bad thing because if you never return to your own part of the map where your lollipop is, you'll have a hard time leveling up. And you'll have to rely on the other character's lollipops to do that for you. So, we got really lucky here in that all three of our opponents are now on this part of the map. So, we have this part of the map to ourselves, which allows us to passively farm stars without any hindrance. Now, I don't expect this to last too long, as the CPUs tend to go on the purple warps as much as possible. So he takes out Maripopo, but fails to take out the duck and gets knocked out by the duck instead. And I will never not say that it's a duck, even though, yes, it probably is a seagull. I just put down that go away trap card, although that might come back to bite us. But essentially, I really like not wasting cards. We'll get rid of dash. We don't really need it that much in this case, because we are alone, so there's no rush to try to dash to another character to try to snipe them, or to try to use a lollipop. I'm gonna wait till Mark revives until we use Cloud of Seagulls. But these are random target cards. It's best to wait until you have essentially the maximum amount of targets to use them on, because otherwise your 25% of getting hit will turn into a 33% or a 50% chance. Although sometimes it can be beneficial to risk that, say, 50% chance, because it also increases the chance that you'll hit the one you want to hit. So this go away did kind of backfire on us, but all it really did was put us closer back home. And we're gonna have to fight Pete here, so I think this might be the end of our lives. But we do manage to roll high enough to survive 1 health, and we'll retaliate with 1 damage. Charity activates, and we got an accelerated card, so that's pretty lucky. And we're gonna use Cloud of Seagulls here, because there's a 25% chance we get knocked out, which would not give Pete the kill, and there's 25% chance, actually it's a 33% chance, because Mark's still down, the 33% chance that we'll knock out Pete. So we do knock out Pete, so that's pretty good. And I think we'll take this a detour, even though I probably want the 1 health, but at the same time I don't want to trigger the assault trap card that I put down on the previous turn. Although sooner or later I might have to. We'll get some more stars. Although this being at 1 health is pretty scary. Might have been good to have put in some healing cards. And we do finally trigger the assault. But due to taking the alternate path, we got enough time to collect enough stars to reach our level 3 Norma. So we'll be going for 70 more stars next. And as I don't want to warp, we'll take the risk on the drop panel. But we don't really lose that much. So, Mark used the Time 16 Big Rocket prohibit card, which deals her level in damage to a chosen character, and also costs her level times 10 in stars to use it. So, Mark is really a control-based character, because you can constantly use those Time 16 rockets to either snipe people, or like put them low enough so that you can fight them and get the kill. We do have like 6 cards, but I don't want to use here and there, because I want to stay on our own island. So we'll discard here and there, because sooner or later we'll probably use the gift exchange, and I don't want to give the CPUs the option to use here and there to mess up our current plans. So we're at over 70 now, and unfortunately Rainbow does use here and there, so this is the one case where I would have hoped that having here and there would have been useful, essentially. And we promptly warp back, which is lucky. And Mary Popo uses the long distance shot to knock us out, which, in all honesty, is the best case scenario for us because when characters use cards like Cloud of Seagulls or long distance shot to KO us, we lose nothing but turns essentially. Now Mary Popo stole some stars from us, so we're gonna want to try to get those back. It's unfortunate that I couldn't get a double kill using Accelerator here, but we'll take what we can get. So we will go here and fight Mary Popo. Deal 4 damage, and then evade the 1 attack, and then we'll fight the Seagull. But I'm really concerned about not being able to knock out the Seagull, so we'll use use of it. I'm concerned about the Seagull because it has the +1 attack, and Suguri really suffers against those kind of characters. So using the Usabit allowed us to survive with 1 health. And we'll again take this detour because we don't want to warp. Mary Popo might get knocked off of the Sentinel, but she evades the attack. So we really want to try to reach Mary Popo and KO her. That'll put us around 70 stars. Now we do draw long distance shot. So at this point we're gonna get rid of Gift Exchange because I really like our current hand. Mark's gonna fight Pete and knock Pete out. Although Pete does have the 4 for the recovery value. But he failed to revive that turn. And Mark reaches level 3, so that puts us that ties essentially we're tied with Pete and Mark now. And I probably should have used long distance shot because I drew another card. But again, these cards are probably best saved for later. Mary Popo is gonna use Ubiquitous to steal stars and get out of our range, but she lands on the warp, so we'll probably be able to knock her out next turn. The only downside is she's on the warp, so being on the warp means we'll be warped once we finish combat. So we'll fight Mary Popo. And we'll knock her out, even though she used Rainbow Color Circle. And we got lucky that the warped us to the same part of the map. And what do I want to do now? Probably go fight this. Although we do run the risk of getting knocked out. But we do the 2 damage necessary to knock out the Sentinel. And Mary Popo triggers that trap that Pete placed. And that's pretty good for us, because now that Mary Popo is both weakened and on our Lollipop, we can use Accelerator to make some distance and potentially KO her again. And I was worried that we would roll low enough. We would roll low enough to not reach our Lollipop, but we do roll high enough, so we'll use Accelerator and fight Mary Popo. But roll double Snake Eyes, which is really shitty. We can't win them all, though. The important thing was we got to the Lollipop and we got to level 4. So now we're essentially tied with Mark and Pete again. And now Mark has gone on to our side of the map, which is perfectly fine. And we draw another Accelerator, so we can make some good things happen with it. Although Mark takes this detour, I was expecting Mark to use the dash to try to get the first strike on us. Cloud of Seagulls is used by Pete, and he knocks himself out with it. So we'll just go circle around, and then potentially get to level 5 next turn. And Mary Popo gets to level 4, and unfortunately, Mark uses the here and there, so we get stranded on the part of the island that we don't want to be on. On the flip side, outside. We're still alone, so that's pretty good. I think we'll use color sequels. And we knock out Mark. There was a 25% chance that we would get knocked out ourselves. But again, it's best to use the cards rather than discard them. They offer any ounce of like success. So we reached level 5. And I think with 2 accelerators we can make something good happen. Although Pete's gonna try to get the jump on us, so we're gonna use Rainbow Colored Circle. And even though he did use Blue Crow the Second, he only had Blue Crow the Second in his hand, so it was only a +1 attack, +1 defense. Combated with our Rainbow Colored Circle, which gives us +2 evasion, so we can't not evade this, and we'll counterattack for 1 damage. What do you think we want to do is use Accelerator. We'll roll, and we'll not challenge Mad Purple, instead we're going to challenge Mark. And we want to do this because we want to try to get the boss kill with Accelerator. It doesn't matter if Mad Purple... We're gonna fight Mad Purple with the Assault, which is a really bad idea on her part because we have Accelerator. And then we do manage to knock out Mad Purple, and then we're gonna do 5 damage to the boss. So overall it worked out really well for us. But the only bad thing is we put the boss at 1 health, so really anyone can knock it out at this point. But I do have another Accelerator card, so what I'm thinking is Accelerator, try to knock out Mark, and then get our Norma. Well, the alternative is to skip Mark and then go for the boss kill. But again, that puts us at risk that Mark could then KO us and then win. So we'll do our standard play and hopefully we'll high enough to do, and then we win through that. And you can see how powerful Accelerator can be, even though, in my opinion, it's still a worse version of Sora's Extraordinary Specs, because Extraordinary Specs is a guaranteed roll of a 6, whereas Accelerator, you can roll higher than a 6, but again, you can roll lower than a 6. Gotcha! Red Barrel! I'm exhausted. Caught. You're not going anywhere. Now, return our things. Okay. Red Barrel, thank goodness. You're being awfully obedient this time. My wallet, give it back to me. My pudding as well. No bow. Dash. She ran? Not again. What? The big rocket loaded on Red Barrel. It's gone. Popo took such a dangerous thing? Awaha! My pudding is in a huge pinch. We'd better go after her already. Now, hopefully, Camtasia will not derp on me, and I'll be able to upload this. So if you're watching this, everything's good on our part. Next time we'll be doing Suguri episode 4, but until then, thanks for watching. Castella out.